What up, what up, what up, what up? Social media world, YouTube world. It's me back again, DC, the Mad Lyrical Wolf, with my top horror movies from black directors. A good topic I thought that was need to talk about, a conversation piece, because we mention horror movies, black directors not really mentioned in that category. But before we get into it, and with my top 10 with number 8 on this particular video, I like to promote my hats. Big Den premium custom hats. The horror edition. This is the Wolfman joint I got that I made personally, the lettering and all that. I put the patch on this joint. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You interested, inbox me. I can do any type of horror character you want. Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, the Mummy. I just did a Invisible Man that when you going to see that in the next video. You know, the Visible Man, that's one of my favorite characters in the horror joint. So any type of thing, Marvel, sports, any type of sports that I can do. I can even put it on a new era hat for you. Snapback fitted trucker hats, bucket hats as well. So inbox me. You know what I'm saying? Had to throw that out there. So let's get into horror movies from black directors. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. Number 8 on my list is Eve's Bayou. Eve's Bayou was directed by Casey Lemons. It came out in 1997. And Casey Lemons, she started in a lot of movies back in the day. Little small parts you may know about. She was in School Days with Spike Lee. She was also in the Candyman that came out in the 90s. She was in some stuff, man. You just gotta go back and check, and you'll see some things that she was in. Her catalog is pretty good. A movie she directed. She directed the one with Don Cheadle called Talk to Me when he played the radio host. Supposed to have been back in the day in the 60s. She directed that movie. Now, Eve's Bayou, man, it was considered like a Southern Gothic horror movie based from down south, dealing with the horrific realities of infidelity and also incest. Now, the movie basically, has a lot of big stars that you will know in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson, he one of the main characters. He played a doctor in this joint. You had Lynn Winfield who played his wife. You had Journey Smollett. If I hope I'm saying her name right, Journey Smollett, I believe. She was young in this joint. You remember her by? I remember seeing her in the Great Debaters back in the day when she was a teenager with the great and one and only Denzel Washington. Played when they used to go to different colleges and debate each other. She was the one in that joint. You had Megan Good that played her sister. You had Diane Carroll who played the voodoo lady. Some may say slash witch or whatever like that. And the story is about the girl I'll tell you about from the Great Debaters. She played younger than joint. She probably like 10 years old. And her dad, Samuel, was out there on a beast tip, messing with all the females in the neighborhood. And he was just messing with whoever he wanted to. The wife kind of knew. She kind of knew, but you know how it is when people got money, they see what they want to see. You know how that go. But the daughter, she found them. She was hiding in the closet, and she found them about to mess around. So Samuel, he played it off, tried to act like and everything like that. But he kept messing with the joint. And y'all know who the joint is, man. Her name Lisa Nicole Carson. She played in a lot of movies. When you see her face about to pop up on the screen right here, people from black community, people my age and older know exactly who this is. And when he was messing with her, man, he was doing it like with no shame at all. And he still was messing with the other chicks, like going to do private visits. Because back in the day, the doctors did private visits back in the day. And he would just tell his daughter to wait in the car. His daughter's looking at him like, wow. So everything came to this and everything came to that. And the sister, the other sister, Megan Good character, came to her one day. And she was acting a little weird and everything like that, and she wanted to know what was going on. She told her a secret that the mom and dad was arguing one day, and he came to her. The dad came to her and tried to molest her. So that right there with him going around messing on her mom, she just got real upset, and she went to that voodoo lady I was telling you about, played by Diane Carroll, and she wanted to kill her dad. She ain't want him around no more. So you know, one thing led to another. She got a voodoo doll at first when she was like, this might be work. And then Diane Carroll character told her like, your dad, the curse is on him already. Is already was done by you, that you put into to the universe is going to happen. So when she found that out, then she realized, oh wow, I don't want nothing to happen to my dad. Now she started to realize like, this is like, even though my dad doing this, I really don't want him to die. So and she meets up with the lady, the mistress that he messed around with, husband, came to like this neighborhood place in town. It was down south. This was at, they got the place where all the people from the town hang out. Wife wasn't nowhere around. Nowhere around. Len Winfield character, nowhere around this time. He dancing all willy nilly with this side mistress. Husband come in, they arguing, they go outside. He shoots Samuel. Samuel dies. So when that happens, the daughter real upset. She crying and everything. So that karma, that curse, whatever came back, on him. Then here's the kicker right here. They're really, really, really gonna fuck your head up. Is one, she dies. The dad had a secret letter that he found, that he wrote to her specifically, that she found. And when she opened it up, he told his story of what really happened that night. When he got drunk, that the daughter, Megan Good character, came on to him and tried to molest him, and he smacked her and told her to get away from him, and that wasn't right. And then the daughter felt a certain way, and she just felt really upset that she wasn't loved and attracted from her dad. Now that's crazy, man. That's some like real mental stuff up on the incest side of things. When you young, sometimes you don't think right with a lot of other stuff going on, and that was the kicker, to the movie. It was a lot of like spiritual things going on though in this movie. The mom had psychic abilities. The sister had psychic abilities. I meant to say, and a certain gift on that realm of things. And it was like certain people had these insights to like stuff they was able to predict in the future and all that stuff like that. So it was like really on that spiritual realm of things. That's why you need to check it out. I think it was a good movie, in my opinion, to put on this list. But that incest, I just want to talk about that briefly. That stuff ain't no joke, man. That's the horrific, real thing of real horror that a lot of black families don't talk about. They sweep it under the rug. Not just fathers messing with their daughters, but daughters being attractive and coming on to their own dad. Sick, man. Same with moms. They don't talk about this. Moms who mess with their own sons. Um, Cousins messing with each other. First cousins, aunts messing with their own nephews and their own nieces, and so on and so on. And all the families, all of us can relate to things in our family that a lot of people, mostly the older generation, our fathers and grandmothers who went to their grave, with these secrets, man. And it's still going on to this day, and it's something that real hard to find these little family secrets that gets out. And wonder why a lot of our kids is messed up mentally in the head from this incest and everything. This was going on. This been going on for like the beginning of time. So that's the true horror, in my opinion. But yeah, number 8, Eve's Bayou. Need to check it out, man. It's an old movie, so like I said, maybe the younger generation, if you ain't see it, you need to see it. Fans of the black cinema, if you ain't see that, you definitely need to see it. Put that on your bucket list. I'll be back again when I come back with number 7. Peace.